Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this week's Garage Devotional. I'm Pastor Ted from Connect Church, Ventura, California. And again, I want to thank you for this is your first time watching a Garage Devotional, or you've been following us all along. Thank you for being here with us. We're in a series called Thankful. As we're moving towards the holidays, we just want to kind of fix our thoughts on what it means to be thankful. So I want to start with a story that someone had sent me this week, and I'd asked last week that you would send me stories of thankfulness or your thoughts on thankfulness. And I'm going to ask you again at the end of this one to do the same thing. I still would like to have some more stories or thoughts on thankfulness. Here's what came in. I am thankful for God's faithfulness. Through our children's teenage, young adults' lives, we had many bumps in the road. It was God's faithfulness that got us around those mountains. He is always faithful. I am thankful for that. What a great, profound statement. He is always faithful, and for that reason, we can be thankful even through the mountains and the valleys of our lives. So what a great story of thankfulness. So thank you for sending that one in. This story goes along with the passage of scripture that I want to share with you today. And that passage is found in Psalm 100. It's the whole Psalm 100. So just sit back for a moment and maybe close your eyes or just soak in these words from Psalm 100. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come into his presence with singing. Know that the Lord, he is God. It is he who has made us, and we are his. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and bless his name. For the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. Let's do just a quick breakdown of this psalm. It's an incredible psalm of praise and reasons for thankfulness. First, we come into Jesus' presence. We're to come into Jesus' presence with joyful worship and a glad heart for who Jesus is. So he's telling us kind of to come into the presence of the Lord in worship, but it's joyful worship. It is a glad heart. Why? For who Jesus is. Second, recognize Jesus is Lord over all, and that we are his people and his sheep, that he protects and provides. We have a reason to be thankful because Jesus is Lord over all, and that we are his people who he protects and provides for. With that, we need to be thankful for that every day we are his. Another point in this psalm is, therefore, because he is faithful, therefore, because we are his, therefore we can enter his presence. We can enter into prayer. We can enter into worship. And we can enter into all the areas of our lives with confidence. With confidence. The psalmist says we are able to enter his presence all the time with thanksgiving. We are able to do that. Why? Because Jesus is good and faithful, and his love never fades or goes away. How can we be thankful in all these things? The psalmist says we can be thankful because we are able to, through Jesus, to enter into his presence with freedom, to enter in his presence with thanksgiving, to enter in his presence with praise and worship, and have confidence that he will meet with us and he'll pour out his love in our lives. So we have a reason to be thankful. We have a reason to give thanksgiving in every day of our lives because Jesus is good and faithful, and his love will never fade or go away. This week, let's allow God's faithfulness this week to be a foundation and a launching point for our thankfulness. Let's think of God's faithfulness this week. Think of things he's been faithful to us for, and let's give thanks to him. Let it be the foundation of our thankfulness this week. Let it be the foundation of our thankfulness this season to the end of the year and on beyond. So continue to help me out by sending me some stories or thoughts. I'd love to share some more next week on thankfulness. Send them to ted@connectchurchventura.com. Well, the Lord bless you, and may you be thankful this day, and let us rejoice in him and be thankful this week. Blessings. Have a great, spirit-filled, joy-filled, love-filled week.